Have you ever wondered what it takes to be the very first airline to fly a brand new aircraft that never carried passengers before? Imagine the mixture of excitement and anxiety as you prepare to stake your reputation, and potentially your entire business on an untested machine worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Today, we're re-diving deep into the fascinating world of aviation as bravest decision-makers, the launch customers who dared to be first. These airlines didn't just buy airplanes, they became pioneers, writing the first chapters of aviation history with every takeoff and landing. The dawn of European aviation excellence. When Airbus entered the aviation scene in the 1970s, the industry was dominated by American manufacturers. The dream of creating a European competitor seemed almost impossible, yet it required airlines willing to take extraordinary risks. Air France stepped forward as a launch customer for the revolutionary A3, operating the first commercial flight on May 23, 1974, from Paris to London. This wasn't just a flight, it was a statement that European engineering could compete on the global stage. The A300 represented a new philosophy in aircraft design, featuring advanced materials and fuel efficiency that would reshape the industry. Air France's bold decision to trust this unproven aircraft marked the beginning of what would become one of aviation's greatest success stories. Building the narrow-body revolution. The introduction of the A320 family in the late 1980s represented another pivotal moment in aviation history. Once again, Air France demonstrated remarkable courage by becoming the launch customer, introducing the A320 in April 1988. This aircraft family would revolutionize short and medium-haul travel with groundbreaking fly-by-wire technology that made flying safer and more efficient than ever before. The A300-2600 launch customer was Saudi Arabian Airlines in 1984, featuring an extended fuselage that provided significantly more cabin space. Swiss International Airlines introduced the first A22100, originally Bombardier CS100, in July 2016, while Air Baltic received the first A222-300, originally CS300, later that same year. The A320 family expansion continued with Swissair launching the smaller A319 in April 1996, and Frontier Airlines introducing the compact A318 in July 2003. Each of these airlines made calculated risks that would define their competitive advantage for decades. The A318, though less commercially successful than its siblings, demonstrated the versatility of the A320 platform across different market segments. The neo-generation revolution. As fuel efficiency became increasingly critical in the 2010s, Airbus developed the A320 Neo family, promising 15% better fuel economy than previous generations. Lufthansa once again proved its pioneering spirit by launching the A320 Neo on January 25, 2016. This decision reflected the airline's commitment to environmental responsibility and operational efficiency. The Neo family's success story continued with Virgin America introducing the A321 Neo in May 2017, followed by China Southern Airlines operating the first A319 Neo passenger service in February 2022. Each launch represented not just new aircraft, but evolving passenger expectations and environmental standards. The A321XLR, launched by Iberia on November 6, 2024, pushed the boundaries even further, enabling single-aisle aircraft to compete with wide-bodies on long-haul routes previously impossible to serve economically. Wide-body ambitions and global reach. The development of Airbus's wide-body aircraft required even greater leaps of faith from launch customers. Air Inter introduced the A330-300 in January 1994, while Canada 3000 launched the A330-200 in 1998. These airlines recognized that the future of long-haul travel needed more efficient alternatives to four-engine aircraft. The A340 family presented unique challenges, being one of the last four-engine commercial aircraft developed. Lufthansa launched both the A340-200 and A340-300 in 1993, betting on the reliability that four engines provided for extended overwater flights. Singapore Airlines and South African Airways later introduced enhanced versions, each bringing improvements in engines and avionics. Despite Air Canada's initial commitment to the A340-500, bankruptcy forced Emirates to step in as the actual launch customer in 2003. The super jumbo gamble, perhaps. No aircraft launch required more courage than the A380 Super Jumbo. Singapore Airlines accepted delivery of the first commercial A380 in October 2007, making an unprecedented bet on the future of high-capacity aviation. The aircraft represented a completely new paradigm: double-decker passenger service that could carry up to 853 people in an all-economy configuration. Though most airlines configured it for around 500 to 600 passengers across multiple classes, the A380 program faced numerous challenges, from production delays to certification hurdles, making Singapore Airlines' commitment even more remarkable. The airline's decision to deploy the aircraft on its flagship routes demonstrated confidence in both Airbus engineering and the future of hub-and-spoke travel models. Though the program ultimately ended production in 2021, the A380 remains an engineering marvel that pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible in commercial aviation. Modern marvels and future visions, the A350 family represents Airbus's most advanced technology, incorporating extensive use of carbon fiber composites and the latest engine technology. Qatar Airways launched both the A350-900 in 2015 and the larger A350-1000 in 2018, positioning itself at the forefront of aviation technology. Singapore Airlines later introduced the A350-900ULR in 2018, enabling non-stop service between Singapore and New York. The A220 family, originally developed by Bombardier as the CS, joined the Airbus portfolio through acquisition. Swiss International Airlines had already launched the A222-100, originally CS100, in 2016, while Air Baltic introduced the A222-300. These smaller aircraft filled a crucial market gap, offering jet efficiency on routes previously served by turboprops. Looking ahead, Singapore Airlines is expected to launch the upcoming A350F freighter, continuing its tradition of aviation pioneering. The legacy of courage in aviation. The stories of these launch customers reveal a profound truth about innovation. Progress requires pioneers willing to take calculated risks for potential rewards. These airlines didn't simply purchase aircraft, they invested in visions of the future, often staking their reputations and resources on unproven technology. Their courage created the competitive landscape we see today, where passengers benefit from safer, more efficient, and more comfortable air travel. Each launch customer faced unique challenges, from technical uncertainties to market skepticism, yet their decisions shaped decades of aviation development. Their legacy reminds us that behind every technological advancement lies human courage and vision. As we look toward the future of sustainable aviation, including hydrogen-powered aircraft and supersonic travel, we can be certain that somewhere, airline executives are preparing to make the next brave leap into the unknown. What fascinating stories of aviation courage and innovation would you like us to explore next? Have you ever been aboard an inaugural flight or witnessed aviation history in the making? We'd love to hear your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. Do not forget to subscribe to the World Documentaries for more captivating stories that reveal the human drama behind technological progress. Hit that like button if this journey through aviation history inspired you, and share your own aviation experiences with our community. Until next time, keep exploring the remarkable stories that shape our world.